Imagine this. You're in the kitchen trying to get dinner sorted, and from the living room you hear, "Mummy, Charlie isn't sharing his blocks," or "Sophie broke the rule. She's wearing her shoes inside." It's relentless. You're not just dealing with typical childhood chaos, but also an endless stream of tattling. Exhausting, isn't it? This is what Amanda, a mum of twin daughters, shared during a parenting group meeting. It's like they're competing to see who can get the other into more trouble, she explained. If I punish the rule breaker, it makes things worse because they're always on the lookout for mistakes. But when I ignore them, they accuse me of being unfair. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Tattling is one of those behaviors that can drive any parent up the wall. But understanding why it happens is key to addressing it in a way that benefits everyone. Before I forget, please like, subscribe, and share. If you find our content helpful and informative, why do children tattle? Children tattle for a variety of reasons, and not all of them are as mischievous as they seem. Let's break it down. Seeking justice. Young children have a strong sense of fairness and want to ensure the rules are followed. If Charlie takes more turns on the swing than agreed, his sibling might feel compelled to report it. Getting attention. Sometimes, tattling is a way for a child to get noticed. They might feel that by reporting someone else's mistakes, they'll earn approval or praise. Power dynamics. As Daniel, another parent in the group, pointed out, tattling can be about power. He shared how, as a child, he used to tattle on his older brother as a way to level the playing field. Seeking help. Not all tattling is about getting someone in trouble. Sometimes a child genuinely doesn't know how to handle a situation and is looking for support. Understanding these motivations helps us respond in ways that address the root cause rather than just the behavior. What's wrong with ignoring tattling? It might seem easiest to say, "I don't want to hear it," and shut down the tattling altogether. But here's the problem. When we dismiss their concerns, we're teaching them that their feelings or observations don't matter. Worse, they might stop coming to us with important issues. Chloe, another mum, shared a story about her son Adam, who was told at school to only report problems if someone was bleeding. When older children bullied him, he kept quiet because no one was bleeding. We don't want to raise children who are afraid to speak up when something genuinely troubling happens. So, how can we walk the fine line between encouraging communication and discouraging unnecessary tattling? A new approach: addressing the problem without punishing. Here's a fresh way to handle tattling that doesn't involve ignoring it or punishing anyone. Instead, focus on these steps. Acknowledge the feelings. When a child comes to you with a complaint, start by validating their feelings. If Sophie says, "Charlie poked me," you might respond with, "Oh no, you didn't like that. Did it hurt? Show me where." Address the situation. Without punishing the perpetrator, turn your attention to solving the problem. For example, you could say, "Charlie, Sophie didn't like being poked. Let's use our hands for gentle touches instead." This shifts the focus from blame to resolution. Encourage problem solving. If the issue isn't serious, guide your children to work it out themselves. For example, if one child is hogging the swing, you might say, "It looks like everyone wants a turn. What can we do to make it fair?" Often, children will come up with their own solutions. Reinforce the rule. When a child tattles about a broken rule, restate the rule and express confidence in their ability to follow it. For instance, we keep our shoes off inside so the floors stay clean. Let's take them off now. Get creative. Sometimes involving your children in finding solutions can be a great teaching moment. If the complaint is about something like touching stove dials, you could say, "That's dangerous. How about we make a sign together to remind everyone not to touch?" By addressing the situation without punishment, you remove the incentive for children to tattle purely for power. And by validating their concerns, you show them that their voice matters. By the way, If you are looking for an amazing nursery to send your little ones to, check out our website at purplebeesdaynursery.com. Let's look at how this approach works in real life. Amanda's story. Toy troubles. Amanda's twins, Bella and Ruby, had an ongoing battle over their favorite toy truck. One afternoon, Bella came running in, shouting, "Ruby took the truck from me." Instead of scolding Ruby, Amanda calmly said, "Oh no, Bella, you didn't like that. How about we find another toy for now while I help Ruby understand sharing?" Then she addressed Ruby. "Bella feels upset because she was playing with the truck. Let's set a timer so you can take turns." Both girls accepted the solution and returned to playing happily. Chloe's story. Block building dispute. At Chloe's preschool, two boys, Ethan and Noah, were arguing over who got to use the blue blocks. One of the children ran to Chloe saying, "Noah won't share the blue blocks." Instead of telling the child to ignore it, Chloe walked over and asked, It looks like both of you want the blue blocks. How can we solve this so you both get to play?" Ethan suggested they each take half the blocks, and Noah agreed. The boys happily started building their towers again without further complaints. Joanna's story. The chair game. Joanna's sons, Alex, 6, and Jamie, 4, were fighting over who got to sit in the special big chair during story time. When Jamie ran to tattle, Joanna decided to involve them in a creative solution. "I see you both want the big chair," she said. "How about we make a storytime game? One of you can sit in the big chair for the first story, and the other gets it for the second. Who wants to go first?" They quickly agreed, and storytime went smoothly. When tattling becomes helpful. It's important to teach children the difference between tattling to get someone in trouble and telling to keep someone safe. You might explain it like this. If you're telling me something because someone might get hurt, it's very important. If you're telling me something to solve a problem or make things fair, that's helpful. If you're telling me something just to get someone in trouble, that's not helpful. By framing it this way, you empower your children to think critically about why they're reporting something and whether it's truly necessary. A final thought. Tattling is a normal part of childhood, especially for younger children who are still learning how to navigate rules, fairness, and relationships. By responding with patience, understanding, and guidance, you can turn these moments into valuable opportunities for learning and growth. Remember, the goal isn't to stop tattling entirely, but to help your children learn how to communicate their feelings and solve problems in a constructive way. And next time you hear, "Mummy, he's not sharing," take a deep breath and remember, this is a chance to teach, not just to referee. And who knows, you might even find yourself smiling at the creative solutions your children come up with along the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you find our content helpful and informative. Your support helps us create more videos that make parenting and teaching a joy. For more information, visit us at purplebeeschildcare.com. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you enjoy every moment with your children.